Hello Pisces, hello Cancer, Elsie here, your fellow water sign, to give you your reading for the week ahead. How are you? Happy Saturday to you. I hope you're taking some time this weekend to do something that either makes your heart sing or that you're taking care of yourself, doing some self-care, whatever that looks like to you. And if you do practice self-care, tell me what some of your practices are in the comments. I'd love to hear that because I do a lot of self-care, and sometimes it looks like just curling up with a cup of tea and reading a good book, and sometimes I do go out and buy myself something. So tell me how you are taking care of yourself, your self-care rituals. All right. We're going to start with the wisdom of the oracle. And who are we going to read for first? I think I'll read for Pisces first. Cancer, if you don't mind moving along just a little bit, I will be with you there in a second. And Pisces, I'm going to read for you first. I am 2 fishes in my moon sign, my friends. That is my water energy. That's why I'm able to be here and do this. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the wisdom of the oracle. Find 3 cards from this deck for you, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for the week ahead, my friends. Let's find out what's going on. Pisces, I just had a snapshot in my head of somebody who is laying on the beach looking at the sun. And I don't know if that's in your hometown or if that is, if that's in your hometown or if that is a trip that you're about to take. Yeah, there's a sun umbrella, but somebody is looking at the sun from the beach. Go the distance. Go the distance. It's card number 11. I'm going to say you're about to hop timelines. That's what I'm going to say. I think that's what it is. When I look at this card and I look at the back, the hindquarters there of this leopard, right? Or is it a cheetah? No, probably a leopard. Nonetheless, this looks like the finish line to me, and it looks like somebody needs to get out of the old vibration. I feel like you're leaving a vibration. I feel like that over the full moon energy, Pisces, that you have decided to leave something behind. You're breaking away from an old vibration. It's like the old, what do I want to call that? It's like the old world is collapsing on itself. Like, I think that's what happens with stars. They collapse on themselves, but they make a boom, and then they make other things from the exploding star. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Who the heck knows? I just think I know what I'm talking about, but that's what it seems like to me. It feels like there is an old vibration, and it's about to pass away. I want to say the old vibration, and it's a place where it's almost like it's closing down as you're trying to get out. I'm kind of thinking about it in terms of maybe Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know, like when he's running through one of the temples. I think it's Temple of Doom, and all these things are falling behind him like dominoes, trying to kill him. And so I feel like you're lifting yourself out of some sort of vibration. What may lift you out of the vibration is a message that is received. So it feels like you're headed for the finish line. Like it's almost like you're ready to close the door, and in comes the message. That's what I want to say. Somebody puts their foot in the door. Yeah, the message in a bottle. So it's card number 15. Now, the message in a bottle is a message that gets to you eventually, right? Maybe this person doesn't know where you live, or maybe they do, but the message in the bottle just gets, you know, you put the message in the bottle and you dump it in the drink, right? And hope it gets to its destination. It almost feels like with card 15 that this person may be a little bit like that. Like they're like, they don't really give you any stability, but you've got a lot of emotion for them, and you love when you talk to them. But this person could be a little bit toxic. We've got card number 15. They could be someone who maybe drinks too much. We've got a lot of water there. They could be someone who, it feels like there is someone who, they might even send you messages when they're drunk and feeling brave. That's when this message might come in here. I feel like you're just about ready to close the door energetically. So I want to say with the Lionsgate portal coming up on the 8th that maybe you're about to cut someone free in that energy because you're manifesting something else, because it's an incredible time for manifestation. This energy has been going on since the 28th of July, but is sort of coming to a crescendo on the 8th. And it is because the sun and Earth and Orion's belt are all in line, and then Sirius, the star, will rise up and complete the complete the energy, right? It's the peak of the energy, and Sirius is 25 times more energetic than the sun. So there's a lot of energy being thrown at Earth, positive energy, because Sirius is a star, but is all about causing transformation, which then leads to growth and progress and opportunities and all kinds of stuff. So it feels like, oh boy, oh no, y'all, look, oh boy, look at that. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what you're looking at, so the message in the bottle is card number 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 is the in the tarot is the Lovers. There we go. We've got regeneration, something that you thought was over, right? Because here you are, ready to close the cycle, right? You're ready to jump over that finish line and close this cycle. But guess what? Something that you thought is over and that you're kind of leaving behind as you move forward, it's about to meet you in the future. And in the near future, I think. So the message in the bottle could be coming from someone who wants to try this again. But I want to say that the energy that I'm getting from message in a bottle is a drunk text, or is somebody who needs some sort of substance in order to be brave enough to be able to communicate with you and ask you for this new beginning. I feel almost like it feels as though there's an energetic connection here that I think that you've already known, because this is all water and blue, and I feel like you already have known that this was going to happen. We have card number 46? Card number 46, it's a new beginning. Now, I want to say that I don't think that you're closing the door on this person because they have an addiction. That's not what I think is happening here. I think that was a way to identify this person. For some of you, it's not true, but we can't ignore that the number 15 is here, and that is the energy of the devil. So either this is like the fear of sending this message in a bottle, or maybe I'm just going to put the message in the bottle and throw it in the drink and just say, hey, I tried to contact you, but do you know what I mean? Like, it seems like that energy, like it's a little bit... maybe a little bit of fear, which may cause holding back, or maybe the wanting to lie. I want to say that we're looking at yang energy. So the yang energy, the yin and the yang are both in this deck, by the way. They are. But I have been pulling the yang lately. So what I want to say is that I feel like these energies that we're feeling right now, Venus retrograde in Leo, the full moon that we just went through, the energy of the Lionsgate portal, I really do feel like it's bringing something to a head here. And I think it's designed, all of it, to move the masculine, to make the masculine get up and pursue. Because, let's say you're the one who has more masculine leaning energy than a feminine. You're the one who's going to want to pursue. And sometimes in some social circles, it is not looked well upon when someone is in pursuit, right? Like maybe, women are in a place, feminines are in a place right now where they're being very empowered, and maybe there's some people who take it over the line, but it feels like it's a 50-50 shot. I want to say that regardless of whether you know that you're going to win, that you're not in it for whatever is on the finish line. If I'm talking to the masculine, you're not in it for whatever you can get over the finish line. I think what you're doing is this. It's all about you finding yourself, finding your power, lighting your fire within, realizing what you want, wanting the new beginning, and being very passionate about pushing forward. That's what that feels like. Leg up. It looks like you could use some support in the life that you're leading right now. You might have children. Maybe you're a single parent. Maybe you're a single dad. Yeah, I think you're carrying it all on your own, my friend, and you really are looking for a co-creator, someone that you can balance with, someone who wants to continually keep birthing new things in, if not children, but maybe ideas or homes or love. That's where you are right now, here and now. Yeah, I think that's where you are right now, my friend. All right. So what I want to say is I think that I'm reading for a masculine, but that being said, I want to say that whether you're feminine or masculine, I feel like you're the one who's about to close the door on something that you feel didn't work out. And that maybe it didn't work out because of whatever the devil card stands for. Doubt, or someone didn't have the confidence, or someone was being toxic. Maybe they had an addiction. Whatever the reason is, I feel like those are the reasons that you're ready to close this chapter, but I feel like someone slides in under the door as it's closing. Again, I'm watching, in my mind's eye, I'm watching Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? This big thing coming down, and then he just tumbles underneath really quickly and grabs his hat on the way out. That's what I'm seeing. So it feels like somebody just comes in under, I don't know, under the door, under the... it's like it's the second before you leave this vibration and somebody pulls you back in. That's what it feels like. We've got a time to give rather than to take. Okay. So you're going into this energy with, I feel, peace in your heart, wanting to service, wanting to help somebody. Virgo is all about service, all about being stable, really looking over the details. I feel like the energy that you're bringing in, Pisces, to all of this is one of a lot of stability. I feel like you're very grounded. You might have earth energy in your big three, but I feel as though there's a message coming to you. Someone's going to ask you if you want to begin again. And I feel like you're going to come to that answer in a very balanced way, in a way that it makes you happy and not necessarily them. For some of you, it's going to be, look, the last time we tried this, it didn't work. But I think you're going to give it to them in a very balanced way. It feels like you don't want to hurt them. Because Virgo, I've never met a Virgo who had a terrible bone in their body. Maybe I haven't met all the Virgos. But especially if it comes up in the rising, it's a beautiful, beautiful energy, even in the sun. Yeah. So I feel like you are being kind and gracious, but for some of you, you're giving them the answer that is very grounded, and we're going to find out what that is. We've got the balance, spirituality, and practicality. It is Pisces energy. So that's exactly what I was talking about, right? We've got earth and we've got water. Yeah. You're balancing spirituality and practicality. I believe it. All right. Where do we go? All right. Let's look at some tarot. Thank you, Pisces, all the ways that you've been loving on me. Thank you for your thumbs up and trying to grow this tribe. I appreciate you so much. We've been growing little bits at a time, and I love to watch it grow. I connect to this community really well just because I have your energy, right? Yeah, I connect to your energy really well. So thank you for those of you who have booked appointments and all of that stuff. I love you, love you. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Tell me about the tarot, please, for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. All right. We've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. We've got the Lovers. There it is. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We'll look at these, but we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles. I don't like to put cards back in the deck, but we really should look at them as future energy. And so it feels like something is about to turn out really well for you, is what I want to say. I feel like this regeneration is, it's as much as we burnt it to the ground, is what I'm listening to right now. Nickelback, I think, sings Burn It to the Ground. And that's what I'm hearing, is that we're going to burn it to the ground tonight. So I feel like this whole thing has burnt to the ground, but understand that when things burn, things grow from the ashes as well, right? So I want to say that the Wheel of Fortune is here because there's a lot of great changes that are going to be coming up in the week ahead for you. And I think you need to be aware of it. But I think you are, because you're very connected to Source. I feel like you're really smart. I feel like you feel this coming already, that these changes are on the way. You could be, or dealing with, you could have in your chart, or dealing with a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. We've got Aquarius here as well. God, gosh, this is a great flow of energy. Thank you, Pisces. Look at that. Look at the King of Cups in the distance here. All right. So we're looking at going the distance. And I was saying that, right? That it feels like someone is coming in right under the gun. It's almost as if either, it's like you've either decided to close the chapter with them, or maybe you've decided to date someone else and close the chapter. Maybe it's not about a date. Maybe it's about a job, because the Three of Pentacles is here. Maybe it's about your pentacle life or the place that you work, going the distance. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse feels like no one's on your team. It feels like you're carrying all the heavy lifting, like you're doing all the heavy lifting. You're not getting any of the benefits of whatever's is coming of the Three Pentacles. And I feel like you don't have any leadership. So this for some of you could be about work, that you don't really have any leadership where you are. You're trying to go the distance. And I want to tell you that if you've applied for a job, that it's almost here. It's almost here, my friend, because your old reality is in collapse. It's never going to happen that way again. You've learned this lesson, and that's what happens when you learn your karma. It's like you never have to go back there, but not only do you not have to go back there, you can't. It's done. It's imploded. It's gone. The wormhole is done. It's imploded on itself. So what I want to say is that you have already made a decision that you are going to another job. I want to say to you that it's almost here, because going the distance is just about over the finish line. And we've got card number 47, which is a master number. It's 11. 1 and 1 is 2. That does mean that you are going to feel balanced. Like, I don't think it's going to be terrible that you're leaving this place and going to the new place. I feel like it's going to be a good flow. Yeah, it's going to be this one ends and that one begins. But I feel like you're feeling uninspired at this old job, if that's what we're talking about. So for others of you, I feel like this Three of Pentacles, if we're going back to relationship energy, the Three of Pentacles is indicating that the reason that you've decided to close the chapter is because it feels like it's gone silent. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles is like we grew it to the 3, and then it stopped. It just stopped growing. Like somebody who was on my team and helping me out, someone who I looked up to, is no longer. Like, what the heck is up with that? So I want to say that there has been some silence. And it's a silence in a partnership. So it's really not someone who... it isn't someone, I believe, that you are actively dating. Like, I don't think you are. I think it's been quiet. It's like it got to the 3, and we started building, and then it stopped. It went into silence. So the message in the bottle makes more sense now. You know what? For some of you, it could be that this person was in a different relationship and now they've become single. So the message in the bottle could be absolutely coming to you with someone who is high or drunk, or, maybe they need that for the courage to reach out to you. Because look, this person knows that you're the lover, and it's the realization of that is going to cause the regeneration. It's going to cause the new beginning, because someone is in a realization moment that they need to invest in this pretty quick, or someone else is going to snap you up. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, right? This message comes in, and it's a confident message. It's from someone who's not like, hey, baby. They're like really stable and sturdy in the things that they say. I feel like this person doesn't necessarily show you their feelings, but they're suggesting their feelings. And I'm getting that energy of this person being capable and confident to apply words in pentacle ways. Do you know what I mean? Very solid. I'm just going to say this thing. It's going to be kind of putting a sweetheart or a dear on the end of it. You know what I mean? Like, this person is going to, is confident enough to make this call or to send the text. And I feel like it's coming. And it also could be a drunk dial. Do you know what I mean? It could be that way as well. Now, I think it's coming anyway, because the regeneration here, the thing is that when something is meant for you, it will never pass you by, and it cannot be killed. It cannot be killed by fire. Like, it just cannot. If it's meant to be, it will grow again, but in a different way, in a better way, in one that's like, you can see this one, it's beautiful and weird and wonderful and blue. It feels like conversation because of the blue here, throat chakra, but we also have red, so we could be talking about root chakra as well. Something is growing from the passions below, and I think it's something is this person is going to contact you and ask you if you can begin again. 46 is a 10, which is a 1. The lover, this person could be Gemini. They don't have to be, but they are someone that you're incredibly attracted to. You know that this person is a soulmate. I think that you just thought that they were done. And you thought, you know what? I'm not going to chase. And I'm not going to do that thing to myself because I have more worth than that. So I'm not going to chase this person. And so I feel like you're ready to close the door when this person comes in and slides under the door. Or slides past the gates. It says a time to give rather than to take, the Ace of Pentacles. Now, that's interesting because it feels like it says here, it's a time to give rather than to take. So I'm going to say, Pisces, that you're the one who's going to give the investment. I think you're going to say to this person, fine, if you realize now that I am your soulmate, then I will invest. Because it's time to give that to you, because I just want to give you the stability that you need. It feels like we're dealing in fire. Could be someone who is a fire sign, doesn't have to be. We do have the King here. Oh, look at this. We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So this person's coming at you with emotions, and they're coming at you with emotions that you understand. So I think you speak their language. You speak very honestly. I think that you speak very kindly. It feels like between these two, there is a respect, like an emotional respect. I will not give you anything less than this, I promise. That's what it feels like. You each have an emotional respect for each other. It still doesn't mean that it's not scary, right? I feel like it turns out the way you want it to, but I think it's going to be about after you think about it for a while. There's the Tower, bottom of the deck, right? Tower and the Ace of Cups. It's the way it works out. All right. Let's clarify a little bit here. Tell me what goes the distance. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it feels like maybe you thought that this person just couldn't go the distance, and so you just didn't bother. You're like, I'm going to close this door and I'm going to hop on by. Yeah, I'm out of here. And that's when the call comes in, or the text. I feel like you get some sort of communication from this person that's been silent with you forever. Could be for 8 weeks. It could be for the last couple of months. The wands for me are weeks. Pentacles are years. For some of you, it could be a silence that's taken over, 3 years, almost 4. Got the Hermit. This person has been in hermit mode. So if you've been thinking that they've been out carousing and dating other people, the answer is no. This person has been dealing with themselves and their feelings. They wanted to know what to say. I'm not really sure. I have so much love for this person. We've already seen the King and the Queen of Cups, right? There's the Queen of Cups. This person knows that their feminine is someone who is like them in terms of deeply connected emotionally. The Queen of Cups is the person who takes care of everyone else. She's the kind and loving, motherly, feminine energy. Predominantly feminine, but also has masculine energy. I feel like you are going to get a message from this person asking you if you're still single, because they want you to know. They realize that you are their soulmate and they have deep, deep feelings for you. I feel like what's keeping you apart is a conversation that you had with this person. And I feel that it was very harsh, or it became like, I feel like it was the questions were very pointed. The answers were very honest. I don't think anybody harbors resentment, but I feel as though there was some harsh words. I think you have some hard questions for this person, Pisces, because they want to begin again. And I think you have some harsh words for them. The thing is I think you're just going to go ahead and do it because the Ace of Pentacles is here. I think you want to know who else this person is invested in first before you decide what you're going to do. It says a time to give rather than to receive. I feel like, yeah, you need to know what's going on here. I feel like you're going to give this person a good talking to. Who else are you invested in? And I think you're going to be really super honest. Yeah, you come off as a little defensive, but you're allowed to be when the Four of Wands is present. Like, you're like, if I'm taking a leap into this reality where the Four of Wands is there with you, you need to be freaking honest with me and don't play. Don't play. This is a whole ass pentacle and I'm ready to give that to you, but who else is in the DMs? So I think this is someone you don't trust. I feel like there is going to be someone who reaches out, and I think they're going to reach out at a time when maybe you're busy, and they're going to give you sort of a half-assed message, like something that's really cryptic, like, hey, it's me, can you text me back? Like, they won't tell you what they want, and I think that's going to be the beginning of the regeneration. The message here that we're looking at is, I believe this person's going to tell you, look, can I take you out? I understand what's going on now. I get it. I know you told me you were my soulmate. I didn't believe you back then, but I get it now. Somebody wants to be on an adventure with you, is looking at taking the other, they're at the crossroads. Like, I'm in love with this person. The Lovers here, I think you two have the same feelings for each other. It's twinned energy here. Yeah, for sure. I think you're getting that message after probably about 2 months of silence, probably about 8 weeks. We've got the Nine of Cups. Here comes your wish fulfillment. The Wheel of Fortune says so. I feel like this person is somebody that you wished you could be with, but you wanted them to, I don't know, you wanted them to pursue. You just went silent on them because they went silent on you. And I feel like this person is coming in. So I want to say that we're probably looking at a masculine who is pushing forward. I mean, you could be the feminine as well. If you're not the Empress, you may be the one chasing as well. Yeah. Could very well be a feminine, but I feel like things are about to get really great. There's about to be a lot of fun, a lot of reciprocity, messages going back and forth. We're having great conversation. Abundance is here. I feel like changes are happening, and I feel like you like it all. Someone is going to tell you that they're sorry about the way they spoke with you. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But they weren't confident enough to hear what you had to say, Pisces. So I feel like you are going to be getting some sort of a message from somebody who is going to tell you they realize that they are your soulmate, or that you are theirs, and that we have the Three of Cups here. Let's pull a couple of these cards and find out who we're talking about. Give me some information about Pisces or their person, please. This person could be a father, maybe you are. This person could have fire in the chart, and I was feeling that before. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. This person is an overthinker, or is someone who's highly intelligent, but they probably just don't show it, because I think they've only shown you the fire, I want to say. The full moon is here. I feel like somebody has made a decision about falling in love, over this full moon. If you've been seeing twos, it's because this person's coming in to give you balance. And up here, right, we had 11, and that is a 2. So I feel like this is the person we were talking about. This person could come to you very balanced, and maybe by the end of the year you might have great balance with them, that you will have justice with them by the end of the year. All right. If you're seeing 6s, please know you need to let go of control the situation and allow it to unfold as it is. Yep. Divine nudges. If you're seeing 6s, those are divine nudges. Always look up the information about your angel numbers, no matter what they are. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Pisces, for watching. I appreciate you. Love you guys, and I'm out for now. Bye-bye. Hello, Cancer. Thank you so much for waiting for me here. I appreciate you coming here and clicking here. And thank you so much for all the ways that you've been loving me and the ways you've been cross-watching and being in the comments and the thumbs up. It's really making a difference here to grow this group. Thank you so much for all that you've been doing. All right, so we are going to look at the Wisdom of the Oracle. We're going to look at Moonology. Let's do that. And we are looking for energy for the week ahead, Cancer, for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, let's look at it for Cancer, please. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Tell me about Cancer. We have time for a nap. We have flexibility. The F word. And we have fork in the road. Okay, you're making a decision. I think that you've been getting signs about making this decision. I think there's a decision you've been making for a while, according to the readings that I've been doing. But it feels like you are about to make a decision. You're preparing to make a decision. The fork in the road is the place where you decide where you go next. What am I going to do? How am I going to be? Am I going to be authentic? Am I not going to be authentic? Something is ending, card number 13, so something else can begin, right? So at the fork in the road here, it feels like if you are in that place, Cancer, I want to say be kind to yourself. It's this time to take a nap. It's time for you to get better balance within yourself. Card number 24. Get better balance within yourself. I feel like maybe you're someone who is sleeping restlessly. Yeah, like maybe you can get to sleep, but maybe you keep waking up every couple of hours or something like that to turn over. We've got flexible. The F word, right? Cancer. Card number 19. Breaks to a 10, then to a 1. It feels like if you want this new beginning, you're going to have to be flexible. Look, I feel like you are one of the Cancers, probably the very few, who just keeps denying that you have psychic energy. You call things in, and it's just always been that way for you. You want something, you wish for something, and then it appears. And I feel like, excuse me, that you take that for granted. I want to say that I feel as though right now is a time for you to rest, because something is about to begin brand new. Excuse me. Something is about to begin brand new here, and I think you've already been getting signs about it, that you've been getting, I feel, synchronicities. Yeah. Synchronicities, like for instance, sitting on the sofa and you turn on a show and you turn to your friend and say, "What is this?" And the person on the TV at the same size or at the same time says, "What is this?" That's a synchronicity. So I think weird things like that might be happening to you. You might be seeing things that you're thinking might be showing up on street signs or on billboards. Like you're thinking a question and all of a sudden you come across a billboard that gives you an answer, things like that. I think there is about to be some sort of a happy accident, something that you have been hoping and wishing for, preparing for, possibly, and you won't move forward on it. I think that you're trying to find the flexibility to do whatever it is that you need to do to begin again, but I think that the universe is like, sure, get into a flexible position, that's good. You're flexing on the egg, right? You're ready for something to begin brand new. So I think that the universe is going to throw you into a serendipitous sort of situation where you can't ignore it. It's just going to, like, you're going to bump into somebody. It's a movie, Serendipity. You're going to bump into somebody at the bookstore that you never knew loved Shakespeare, right? And that's why they're at the bookstore looking for rare writings. Yeah, it's like all this crazy stuff comes to one moment of alchemy when everything is perfect. We have card number 18, which breaks down to a 9. For some of you, this could be happening in September, right? Venus is in retrograde until September. Fork in the road. So I think that you're at a place in your life right now where you're trying to decide what to do next. You're not really sure, and you're going at it slow. This looks like a lot of earth energy here to me. You know, it feels like you're going at it really slow, and something is about to show itself to you. Something's about to be revealed to you through serendipity. You're about to be in the same place or in the right place at the right time. And whether that's for an opportunity, a job, to buy the house, or a person. I think you need to be flexible because of serendipity. A happy accident. Could be a fender bender. Could be you fall off your bike, you fall in front of this person. Do you know what I mean? It feels like you need to be flexible about how the universe is putting all of this in front of you. Look, I know it sounds weird, but there's lots of crazy crap going on astrologically right now. Have you been looking? You better go to the NASA website. I'm not your astrologer. I try the best that I can, but okay. So we got your hard work is paying off. Look at that. You've been working hard. And I think that's why it's time for a nap right now. I want to say that you're probably someone who's an overworker. Capricorn works hard. Like Capricorn is not scared of work. Capricorn's really great with money and business and is not scared of work. No. And I feel like time for a nap is telling me that you've been working really hard, and it's time for you to be in a place right now of rest and peace. Time for a nap. Taking care of yourself, maybe some, because I see napping as self-care, maybe some self-care time. And if you're willing to be flexible, I think that the universe is pulling something together for you here. Your hard work is paying off. So whatever you've been working on is about to pay off for you. It says, do not let the past hold you back. So something may have happened in the past that you allowed to hold you back. And the universe is saying, don't do that, because you've learned some lessons. We all are learning lessons on the daily. And I feel like flexibility is always necessary, but I don't know that you were so flexible before. I'm just going to say the flexibility feels new, or the flexibility is like a warning because serendipity is coming. And if you're the person who's not flexible, if you've got a lot of fixed energy in your moon and your rising, yeah, the serendipity is not going to make you happy. You don't like to be surprised. Okay, let's talk about time for a nap. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Wow. The High Priestess is here. So I want to say that you are having dreams. You're dreaming about in the dream state. You're seeing someone in the dream state. You're connecting with someone in the dream state. This is Piscean energy. So you're connecting in a psychic way to someone. You've been seeing them in your dreams, I think. And I think in these dreams, you're not able to speak to them or get their attention. This could be something that's keeping you up at night. Feels like you can't get their attention. Their attention is not on you. This may be someone who you are emotionally disconnected from. This might be a reunion, and that might be why you need to be flexible. It feels like if you are the person who disconnected emotionally, maybe from the High Priestess, who is Piscean. Got the Eight of Swords, serendipity. Yeah, it feels like it's going to be a face-to-face meeting, a chance face-to-face meeting somewhere. You're going to walk in the room and there they are. You're going to walk into the grocery store and they're cashing groceries. Or, you pull up to a red light. There they are. You look left. There they are. It's going to be a chance meeting of some sort, and it's going to put you in the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're in this place where you've trapped yourself after this serendipity happens. Your hard work is paying off. I feel like this happened chance meeting here is really putting you up in your head. Ten of Cups. You think you see the Ten of Cups. Your hard work is paying off. It feels like you're like, what? How is this person here? I thought they were in Australia. How is this person here? I thought they were in Chicago. It feels like all of a sudden somebody doesn't know what to say because they're presented with something that they're not sure what to say. It's serendipity. Yeah. Your hard work is paying off. I'm telling you, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that your gut's telling you, whatever it is your dreams are telling you, I do believe that you're going to get the happiness that you want. And that's why you're being asked not to let the past hold you back, because you're basing your 10 of Cups, you're basing that on past relationships, and every relationship is different. That's why we need healing between the relationships. Oh, look at that. Bring love into the situation is the next card. So I feel like it says new moon in Aquarius. We did have a full moon in Aquarius just now, right, on the 1st. So I feel like this is something that has been sort of like you've been thinking about, I think, since this full moon. It's got you up in your head. We've got the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. You're wanting to work on something. You're wanting to work on a connection here. I feel with the Six of Swords present that somebody may have left you. Somebody may have, gone on to a place where it wasn't as chaotic. They went to the calm. Maybe you two had a physical relationship and they weren't down with it. The Eight of Pentacles tells me that I think the King of Wands been working on themselves. So if your person is Leo, Gemini, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, if that's your person, I feel like they've been working on themselves. And that may be why either you pulled away from them or they pulled away from you, but there's still a lot of romantic feelings here. You're trying to protect your feelings. And I don't think you've told this person about your feelings, because I feel like when the Knights are fighters, right? They're protectors of things. And that particular one is the protector of love and feelings and romance and all of that stuff. And I feel like you're keeping that protected within you. And that's why you're so up in your head when you see this person, because I think that this is something you're not expecting that puts you up in your head. But later you realize as the 10 of Cups. You deserve the 10 of Cups. You deserve to be ultimately happy. That's the apex of happiness, right? It's the very top. And also, though, the 10 of Cups is the end of the cycle, you go then to the Ace of Cups. So it feels like your hard work is paying off. You started the 10 Cups, and then maybe you're going to ask someone if they can reinvest in the love with you. Time for a nap. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Yeah, I think that when you're sleeping, you see this person or you dream about them. You dream about asking them out or asking them on a date or asking them to get together over coffee. Maybe you're dreaming about maybe sending them flowers or showing up with flowers. It feels like there's some sort of a small gift and or token. So it could be, I'm going to buy you a cup of coffee, or I brought you these flowers. Whatever it is, I feel like you've been dreaming about that and what you're going to do. That's what the Pisces energy is about. It's about dreaminess, right? Being the dreamer. Yeah, I think you're creating scenarios in your head and you're dreaming about those things. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. I did say that we'd go from the 10 back to the Ace, right? Yeah, this is kind of beautiful, actually. So I feel like the 8 of Cups has led you to be disconnected from someone. And so I feel like there was maybe a time where you couldn't be flexible or you weren't willing to be flexible. The 5 of Pentacles is about lack. It's about lack of money, lack of time, just feeling in lack and not really feeling your worth. And that could have been a time that was tough for you. You could have pulled away because Cancer will stay under the surface. I'm not necessarily going to share all my feelings with you while I'm trying to process the feelings. So I feel like the flexibility here is a reminder that the reason that you disconnected or this person disconnected from you, Cancer, was because you were inflexible. You didn't want to begin again. I feel like you were closed off to this card, the flexibility card, and card 19 is breaking down to a 1, to a new beginning. So I feel as though you disconnected from this person or they disconnected from you because maybe one of you wasn't interested at the time in a new beginning. I think in that time, though, that you've realized that this person probably is wish fulfillment for you. And I feel as though you think about that on a loop. You're wondering about the Ace of Cups and whether this person has the same feelings that you do. I think you're ready to offer a cup. Because I think in the silence, you've realized, I feel like there's been silence between you. And in the silence, I think that you've realized that you do have an Ace of Cups you want to give to someone now. It feels like when you make that decision, the universe answers and says, fine. Then you two are going to be at the same place at the same time, and we're going to begin this where we left off, at the 3 of Pentacles. This could be someone that is a friend, someone who you had a really great friendship with, and this person maybe pulled away because they started having feelings. Either you pulled away or they did, but the 3 of Pentacles is here. The universe is showing up with serendipity to get you out of your head and give you another chance to build from the place where it stopped growing. We have the 10 of Cups and the Magician. You're calling it in. You are the Magician. And I think, again, I'm speaking to someone who doesn't believe in the powers of psychic energy and manifestation, and it feels like that. It feels like you are surprised that you are the Magician, but you've always had all of the aces. And I think that when the 10 of Cups here begins, you have all the aces. That means you go to the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Clubs, or the Ace of Wands. You go to all the aces, right? The Ace of Cups. Yeah, your work is paying off here. So tell me, what is the challenge in this connection, please? What's the biggest challenge in this connection for Cancer? What's the challenge for the week ahead, please? Ooh. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Cancer, I think that you think you're in charge right now, and I'm just going to say to you right now, you're just not. I'm going to say that what you're doing is intuitively following your destiny. It's a fated meeting with someone that you're very much in love with, that you've been thinking about on a loop, that just everything stopped at the 3 Pentacles. We became friends and then we didn't grow it from there. So I want to say that the Wheel of Fortune being the challenge going forward is, how long are you going to hold it off? How long are you going to hold off the change, right? Because the thing is that the Wheel of Fortune comes with great opportunity, great fortune, but it really does have a cost. And the cost is you must be willing to change and move and grow in order to get those things that are really fortunate. I think that you're going to be left in the week ahead with a decision to make after you bump into someone that you're very much in love with that you haven't seen in a long time. Someone where maybe you guys just left it at the Three of Pentacles. Let's just leave it at friends. Yeah. What's the work that's paying off for you, Cancer? I think you've been working hard. Maybe some of you have 2 jobs, possibly. Your finances are about to pay off. I feel like what you don't see is that if you've been living in scarcity, if you've been living barely paycheck to paycheck because this economy sucks, I feel like that's about to get better. It's, the Two of Pentacles is about to end. So this position in your life where one thing, if it throws you off, is going to throw everything off. I feel like what you don't see, what's being concealed from you, is this is about to end. This feeling of it could fall off the edge at any moment, or the shelf could tip and everything will slide off. That's what Charlie's showing me. I feel like with your hard work paying off, I feel like you're closing some sort of chapter, and it's a chapter of feeling or living in scarcity. You're about to make a big decision, a decision to move forward at the crossroads of your life, and I think it has to do with this Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there it is. There's the Page of Cups. I feel like you're about to apologize to this person or let them know that you also have feelings for them, because maybe that's something you didn't say before. Why are you quiet? You've been quiet with each other, and it's been really quiet. And it feels like with the King of Cups present, it's like Scorpio's in the room, right? This is Scorpio, but also Cancer and Pisces in a general reading. But when Scorpio's in the room, right, especially a November Scorpio, they're not going to let you see anything on the surface. It's just that. You're just there. They might have concealing all sorts of feelings for you. But you could also be the one who has Scorpio in the chart. Because the King of Cups is here, that could be you in this general reading. I want to say that you've been closed off to maybe reconnecting with this person. And because you've been closed off to reconnecting with this person, yeah, the universe says, no, this is destined. It's fated. It's time for you to go. I know that you love this person, and it's time to have the most uncomfortable face-to-face meeting of your life. It's going to pull you right out your comfort zone, my Cancer friends. I know you don't like it. Tell me what happens here. Tell me what happens at this serendipitous moment. The Ten of Cups, you instantly know. Look at that. You really are in for it, Cancer. Look. It's a realization not only that this person is the Ten of Cups. I want to say, because you've been thinking about this person on a loop and you're psychic AF, and we are inching closer and closer and closer to the Lionsgate portal, that you are the master manifester, and you are manifesting this, and you know your own self. The higher self is like, nah, bro, we gotta get Cancer out somewhere public so we can slam them into this person that they've been thinking about on the loop. Otherwise, the whole thing is not going down. So that's what I think this is. I feel like the universe throws you a tower, and maybe you've been standing too close to the tower, Cancer. And when the tower falls, I think you're going to realize that there's other things on the other side of the tower that you weren't aware of. I really feel like the tower is mercy. It's like I'm just going to pull you out of your pain right now and show you how beautiful and lovely it can be. There's the Ten of Pentacles, or Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is right here. So the serendipitous moment does cause a tower. It is upheaval, it is change, and it's also a realization in the face of someone that you haven't seen for a while. There it is. You change your mind. Eight of Swords and the Death card. You change your mind immediately. It's like immediately you change your mind and start to say, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry we haven't seen each other in such a long time. Yeah. You realize you still have feelings for this person. I think it grows from the Page to the Ten of Cups pretty quickly. There it is, new beginning. All right, there it is. Let's see who we're talking about. Let's get some energy here. Tell me who we're talking about. Cancer and their person, please. Give me some information about Cancer or their person. This person could be Aquarius, but what I want to say is it feels like shared energy. I want to say you're really smart, they're super smart, and I feel like it's something that you really enjoy about them. Oh, I should look at signs, sorry. We are looking at Aries, Scorpio. We're looking at Aquarius, of course. Aries, We've got all the fixed signs: Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. Yeah, here too, fixed signs. Somebody's going to have to take the lead, Cancer, and it's you. Yeah. You're smart. You know what you got to do. You got to take the lead. It's up to you. And if you don't take the lead, it's not going to go off. But whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. And if you don't realize it now, you'll realize it at a later date. We also have Scorpio, strategic, planned. I feel like you have Scorpio energy as well. So strategic and planned. I know what I want to do, but I'm going to move at it slow to make sure that I get, I was going to say get the kill. I'm seeing somebody hunting. I grew up in some part of my life, I did a lot of hunting. So that somebody here is yeah, Scorpio is like got their sights on someone. And I think that the Scorpio energy and the Cancer energy, I think you might have both. But you don't have to, but it is psychic energy here. This is someone you already know. We know that because there's serendipity here. And then we have Pisces. So your person could be Pisces. You could be psychically connected to somebody. We've got all the water signs here. Yep. So I think that you've got a lot of water, that they probably have a lot of water. I think that when you hit this, you're going to be closed off. Yeah. Your person could be someone who is an emperor. We've got 4s right here, but I also want to say that could be you. And I just want you to know that if you persevere and keep going in the right direction, that you are creating stability for yourself in the 3D world. 4s are telling you that you're on the right path. So give up your doubts and keep moving forward. Your person could have dark eyes. They don't have to. We've got 7s. You might be seeing 7s or 4s. And if you do, I want to say that it's time for you to become a little more opened. I just want one more card here. Yeah. I think you're supposed to be soft and kind, and I think you'll do that as a Cancer anyway, but I think that you're dealing with someone who is a mother, or maybe you are. Pisces, mother is the Queen of Cups, and we did see the King of Cups here, so I feel like this is a soulmate connection. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go. Thank you so much, Cancer, for watching. I appreciate you. If you wouldn't drop me a thumbs up on the way out or a comment, I would love that. Thank you so much, Cancer. I'll be back. Bye-bye.